Hey everyone. So I was looking at some budget telescopes the other day and honestly, most of them cut so many corners it's kind of wild. You end up with wonky colors, blurry edges, and a mount that shakes with every breeze. Then I came across this Celestron Sky-Watcher EvoStar 120 APO Doublet Refractor and it's like someone finally said, you know what? Let's just build something that actually works. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. What really stands out with this scope is the glass. It's not some cheap single lens that turns Jupiter into a rainbow blur. It's a doublet design with two pieces of glass matched by experts so the colors stay true and the stars stay sharp right to the edge. I took it out last week and aimed at the Orion Nebula. Usually my cheap refractor turns the trapezium stars into little rainbows, but this one kept them crisp and white. That kind of color correction is what separates decent scopes from ones you actually enjoy using. Another thing that surprised me is how portable it is. A lot of APOs in this price range are long, heavy tubes that feel like carrying a small child around after midnight. The EvoStar 120 is only about 28 inches long and weighs around 11 pounds, so it fits in a backpack with my camera gear and still leaves room for snacks. I've taken it on a few early morning drives to darker skies and set it up in under 10 minutes. The carbon fiber tube also stays cool to the touch, so no waiting around for thermal equilibrium. If you're just starting out, this scope grows with you. The 120mm aperture gives you enough light to see galaxies like Andromeda as soft smudges and star clusters like M13 as glittering snowballs. But it's also sharp enough that when you upgrade eyepieces or add a camera later, you won't feel like you've outgrown it. I've used budget scopes that look amazing at first but can't handle a 2x Barlow without turning everything into a mushy mess. This one handles the extra glass without flinching. Speaking of cameras, the EvoStar 120 is a favorite for astrophotography because the focal length is short enough to capture big nebulae in one frame, yet the focal ratio is fast enough to keep exposures reasonable. I've shot the North America Nebula with a simple DSLR and a field flattener and the stars stayed pinpoint all the way to the corners. That's not something you get from a $300 refractor where you have to stitch 3 panels together just to cover the same area. The included dual-speed 2-inch focuser is another detail that saves time. On cheaper scopes you're always fighting focus creep or backlash, but this one moves smoothly and locks in place so you can fine-tune without jiggling the scope. I've done planetary imaging with a 3x Barlow and the focus didn't drift even when I nudged the tripod. Now, no scope is perfect, so let me be honest about a couple of things. First, the tube rings and dovetail bar aren't included. You'll need to grab those separately if you want to mount it on a standard EQ head. That adds another $30 or so, but it's not a deal breaker. Second, the stock diagonal is decent but not premium. If you plan to do serious planetary work, you might want to upgrade to a dielectric diagonal down the road. Neither of those issues ruined my enjoyment, but they're worth knowing before you click buy. All in all, if you've been frustrated by scopes that promise the moon but deliver a muddy blur, this one is the real deal. It's compact enough for quick trips, sharp enough for serious viewing, and forgiving enough for beginners yet capable enough for veterans. If you're ready to step up your game without breaking the bank, check it out. You'll find the link below. Thanks for watching and clear skies. For most buyers, the real question is not whether Celestron's Sky-Watcher EvoStar 120 APO Doublet Refractor, compact and portable optical tube for affordable astrophotography and visual astronomy sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like expertly matched glass and outstanding color correction actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off.